Welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to Immature Minds, man. We are so excited back to be here with you guys again, man.
Yes.
Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh my God. Yeah, welcome back, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notifications so you can get notified every single time we upload a video, man. Welcome back to Immature Minds, where we discover
and uncover
the ways
we're getting this together, guys.
We're trying a new little slogan. I'm gonna just keep this into.
Yeah.
We're trying to do a new little slogan. Let me know if it works or it sounds good. But we're gonna say it again just because. All right.
Yes.
Welcome back to Immature Minds, where we discover
and uncover
the ways of the world and
the people.
Do you want to say people?
You can
say people. You can say people together.
Okay.
Okay. So let's try it again. Welcome. Take two. Welcome back to Immature Minds, where we discover
and uncover
the ways of the world and people. And the people. And the people, or just
and people. Okay.
Do you like and people better?
And
people. So we're gonna do third try. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Welcome back to Immature Minds, where we discover
and uncover
the world and the ways of the world. I can't say the ways of the world.
We are coming up with a new slogan. This is just in place for now because it doesn't roll off the tongue.
No, it doesn't for now because it feels like we haven't talked about it so many times. It's a tongue twister. But I think it's going to get to the point where it's going to be we're just going to be saying it all the time. We're just going to be saying it all the time. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So we're going to put the words in the bottom, like what we're saying. And you guys can say it along with us. If you feel like it, just let me know if it hits off the tongue of your mouth, if it sounds good. But yeah, that is our slogan for now. Hope y'all like it. But just welcome back to the podcast. Stay tuned, stay engaged, because we're going to talk about some deep stuff. So stay tuned.
Yes.
All that little transition. All right. But man, today, man, welcome back. I'm so happy here to be with my beautiful co-host, man.
Thank
Michaela,
you.
Man.
Happy to be here.
What's the date today? It is Thursday, May 4th. Man, what happened? What's going on with you today?
What's going on today? We put in that work in today. It was just all good vibes, honestly. I have good vibes. I'm just very thankful for every day.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm today was a good day. I feel like I woke up terribly. I woke up really bad because I was up all. No, I don't like sleeping with the light on, but I have LED lights. I don't like sleeping in the dark.
Really?
I don't like. I won't say I'm scared of the dark. I know I'm around my room.
Yeah.
But I don't like sleeping in the dark. Yeah. So once I got the LED lights, it became in my head was okay, you have LED lights. You can dim them down a little bit. Yeah. So you can sleep a little bit better. But last night I was so lazy to turn off the light in my room, and it was so bright. I couldn't even when I fell asleep, I felt like my eyes was being shined on so it felt so uncomfortable. And then I just didn't want to go turn off the light. So I slept really bad. And then even waking up, I was like, oh, the light.
When it's dark, I can go to sleep.
In the dark?
Yes, guys. I used to sleep. My room would always be close to a bathroom. So wherever I was at, whoever I was with, they would have the bathroom light on, and that was my nightlight. And so maybe 4 years ago, I just completely stopped doing that and slept in the dark. And if there's a TV on, if there's a light on, I cannot go to sleep. It's so hard.
I can go to sleep with a TV on.
Okay.
I think
if I'm really tired, and if it's lower volume.
But it's got to be I don't know. I just can't put no other show. If the show doesn't entertain me, if I don't feel like no type of entertainment from the show, I just be why am I watching this and why am I falling asleep? So I got to put on some some good show that I'm actually going to watch for a little bit, but I know I'm going to fall asleep to it. Yeah. So I just put it on. I'm okay, it's time to go to sleep. So I just go to sleep.
How many hours of sleep do you get?
For me? Yeah. Dude, I'm bad at that.
On average?
On average? Dude, you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep. Dude, I probably get maybe 4, 3.
Oh.
Some days 2. 2 to like, I would say I average a good like maybe like 4 hours of sleep.
Wow.
Just because like I'm always working.
Yeah.
So it's like
he is always working, like
there's always something
nonstop.
I'm doing. Yeah. So it's like but it's to the point where I think I'm going crazy. Where it's to the point where like my head gets to that habit of like sleeping late or like sleeping at 2 or sleeping at 3.
Yeah.
To where like I wake up feeling like I'm refreshed. I don't know if that makes sense, but some days I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good to go. Like I took a good shower.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because my mentality, like I already know I got a lot of things done that day. So then I don't feel like I don't have to work hard enough for anything. So I'm like, oh yeah, I got a lot done. So I should feeling like happy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then to the point where it's like, dude, like there's a lot. Like you're missing a lot of sleep.
Yeah.
You're missing a lot of sleep and you just still walking around like nothing happened. So I was like, dang.
And I think that's the honest life. I could be wrong. I think that's the honest life of an entrepreneur. People, okay, sometimes I'm one of those people. Some people complain about a 9 to 5, but at a 9 to 5, you're getting at least 7 hours of sleep on average, or 6. When you're an entrepreneur, it's work, more work. You sleep and you go to work. You eat and you go to. It's no 8 hours of sleep. Like that's not a thing. I don't think.
It's hard being somebody that has a lot of things to do, but because you have to manage working.
Yes.
You have to manage yourself. You have to manage like your healthy part of your life.
Yeah.
And the bad part of your life. It's like when you don't manage a lot of these things, like. You stop yourself from like being you. Yeah. And you just become a slave to like the
environment.
The environment and your work. Yeah. And just like you don't want to do that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get better. Like if I can't take a task, because I just take any task. Like somebody was like, oh yeah, do this. I'm like, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. Right. And I just put it in one of my folders and it's like, okay, now I have to get that done because I said I have to get it done. But then it's like, it's too much. Right. I won't admit it's too much. But I just keep taking the load because like you can't help everybody, right? But
you want to.
But I want to. I think that's my issue because I'm always like, anybody, I got y'all back. Like you need anything, I got you. Yeah. Because I was just raised that way. But it's also like to the point where it's like, how much are you willing to take and how much are you willing to like, allow yourself to be, give or take from people. So it's like, yeah, you just got to manage that type of.
And I think it's also balanced because I can completely relate to you. I feel like the last 2 months I've been so busy and it's just one thing after another. One thing, it doesn't matter what it is. Yeah. It could be school, it could be sports, it could be family or friends. It could be anything. And it's just like one thing after another.
And you just keep going and going and you just keep going and you just don't stop.
And you don't stop. I've thought about taking so many like sick days, off days, and I just like, why? I'm like thinking like in the back of my head, I'm thinking like
you should.
I'm thinking like you can't. Like you gotta keep going.
Because it's one of those things like even now, like society has made a job not a choice. It's became it's a need or it's a need to work to get something now these days. Where I mean, it should be a need, but it's to an extent where it's like you don't have certain things. You have to work so hard to the point where you don't have a life anymore. Yeah. Right. It's hard to maintain buying food. Taxes are up. Yeah. Right. Buying gas, that's up. Having a car, even buying a house.
Yes, an apartment. Just anywhere to just lay your head down it's
expensive.
It's going up.
If you're not working, if you're not getting paid more than like $15 an hour, I'm saying if you're not even getting 20, or more, like man, you need 20
at least
20 or more. Anybody that's working right now, man, if you're in school, I understand you're doing school, but
if you out of school full time
20 or more. Anything less, again, I'm a person where you want to work at where you feel happy. I don't manage money. I mean, I'm growing up a little bit more where I'm like, I kind of want the money. Yeah. Because it's like, I can feel happy here, but like, you're paying me less than what I can make. So it's like, I don't want to work more hours for less money and then not feel happy. I mean, feel happy about it, but it's like, I'm not getting as much money as I want. So you got to, pick your values. But if you are working for like and you're not happy where you're working at, go find a place where you can make more money and also maintain a good relationship with yourself, because you don't want to become a slave, but you don't want to make good enough money. So that's my
Speaking of slave, I was thinking how I'm not gonna lower class. I think lower class becomes a slave to the labor and to the workforce. But I think like certain entrepreneurs, not entrepreneurs, but like people in the spotlight, they are a slave to the industry. And I recently thought about that, because some people say like, oh, I wish I was famous. I wish I had all this money and da 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 da. And it's like, you're still gonna be, I'm not saying you're gonna be unhappy, but you're still gonna be a slave to something.
Yeah. To society, to
society.
Hollywood, to social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people don't think about that, because we want to live the life of the Jay-Z's, and we want to live the life of the Beyoncé's and the, all them famous people. But you got to realize that they're giving up something out of their pocket, out their life, whatever they're going through. Man, you cannot trust nothing. I don't care what they're telling you. I don't care if somebody telling you that job is the best. I don't care what they're telling you they're living good. What they're giving up for that? What they're giving up arms, they're giving up souls, they're giving up a lot of things to
everything.
They're giving up everything, man. And it's real.
It's real.
People forget that. Like, imagine, like, even now, like, realize where you are. How many times did you have to suffer to get what you want? And now think about like somebody suffering twice as a third or 4 times as more as you are suffering right now, because they are in a good position today.
Yeah.
So it's like, you have to be willing to put in the work, but also know that some things are not just meant for you. Like, you don't have to dabble. Like, if you want to reach fame and you want to be famous and stuff like that, and now they're asking you like, oh man, like, you can really just post these things and hopefully that's gonna get you some boosts. Like, if something that you don't mess with and it has nothing to do with your core values, and you can find, and somebody, you giving that up because you want to be famous, I'm telling you, man, you better be careful, because everybody giving up something. Careful. They giving you, man. I ain't even gonna say nothing about what I be seeing about these actors and these famous people, because they be giving up something, and you don't want to be part of that giving up stuff. But yeah,
interrupting the video.
No, you're good. I can always cut it. But there's a lot of, I've been hearing a lot of. Let me get straight to. But one of our classmates hit me up and was like, "Oh yeah, I want to join a podcast, and I want to be part of a podcast and stuff." I was like, "Oh yeah, like for sure, you can always join." They're not here today, but we're going to talk about what they asked, and one of the questions they asked me that they wanted to speak about. Hopefully, they can come back or come on the podcast and we can have it and talk about it. But we're going to answer their question and how we feel, and maybe they're going to come back and how we feel and stuff. That's what we recommend you guys. Go in the comment section.
Yes.
Type your questions out. Let us know, because the good thing about it is that we come on here, we talk about the things that you guys want to know about, the things that you guys want to hear, but we also talk about the things that matter in the world and stuff like that. So for sure, comment down below. Let us know how you feel.
Man, if you agree, all of that.
Let us know so we can make our podcast a little bit more better for you guys. But here is some of the questions they have for us today. One was, it says, how does / can becoming sexual with someone too early affect the relationship? And the other question was, how or why the word love is losing its meaning. So those are some questions that they have for us. And Michaela, how do you feel about how does / becoming sexual with someone too early affect the relationship?
Okay, I think that before you get sexual with someone, you have to get intimate with someone first.
What you mean by intimate?
Intimate meaning you need to know them like you know the back of your hand. You need to know them on a very deep level, to the point where you're as one.
Yeah.
So and my problem is, when you get too sexual in a relationship, it just makes the relationship based on sex.
Right.
So that's all you guys might not even get along. You guys may not know each other because you're not intimate with each other. So once you become intimate with someone and you know them and you see that, yes, I like them, excuse me, but this I'm assuming that the sex is probably better than if you didn't know who you're having sex with.
That is,
because when you get in a relationship and when you have sex with someone and you don't get to know them afterwards, you may not like them, and then it's regret or like, I wasted my time with this person because I don't know them and I don't like them.
Yeah, and I agree with you a lot, because our generation right now is so much affected by the idea of sexual relations. And we are so filled with lust and the idea that we need to have sex before we get in a relationship, because it's like, oh, like, how do I know you're a good partner? Or like, how do I know you're gonna please me the way I want to please you? First of all, what you got wrong is I don't know you.
Right.
I don't know what you like, so I don't know how to please you because I don't know you. So it's one of those things where it's I'm gonna add that, but it's like, I don't know how to please you because I don't know you. Right. You got to sit back and stop thinking with the bottom part of your body and start understanding. It's like, bro, sex is not everything. Right. You value sex over a relationship. What you're doing is you're valuing lust. You're valuing that. Now your partner doesn't become a partner. It becomes an item. It becomes somebody that you know that has the only value that your partner is giving to you is sex. Bro, you might as well be on OnlyFans. Honestly, you might as well be on OnlyFans. You might as well be doing, what with that, because it's like you're not giving your relationship a chance when you start off with the idea that sex is going to be a big priority, to answer that question. So yeah, like I understand, because everybody wants to have that partner, that somebody that please you the way you want to be pleased, and gives you that, whatever. But it's like, what are you losing in that relationship? You're losing connection. You're losing emotional attachments. You're losing a lot of things in your relationship because you want to be stuck on that idea of, oh, this is my partner and she's giving me this, he's giving me this, and this is all I can see. So it's like, you got to be better. You got to want your relationship to be better. So prioritize. And I think boundaries are so good, because I can, for myself, I allow myself, I don't try to allow myself to pass those boundaries, because once they're passed, you can't move back. Right? You can't just say, oh, like, oh, let's take our time now. No, what you already did, you already opened that circle up. You already opened that idea of like, so I know we already got intimate before, so does that mean we can get intimate again? Or does that mean that we can't do it again? Things like that, because now it mess with your mind. It's like, did it really like me? Was it really good? Things like that. So boundaries, telling the other person that, hey, I love you, I care for you, I want to be with you. Let's wait until a year. Let's wait until we're married. Let's wait 6-5 months. I don't know, whatever. Right? Let's take our time to really build who we are as a person. Let me get to know you. If I don't even know your mom, your family, or anything, and I just go ahead and do that, I'm telling you,
that relationship won't last. It will not last if you just get in a relationship, y'all do, and you guys haven't, gotten a chance to know each other, your family. You should know their last name, middle name, their family lineage, really everything.
I really agree, because it makes it, again, like you said, it probably makes your sex better.
Because you can connect with this person.
It probably does, because it's like, I know you. I know every part of your body that you told me, that things that you like, things that you don't like. It makes it more better, because like, you have more information before you even get into this relation. So,
and then like, the more you know a person, I hope that the more you know a person, the more you can trust a person, which equals more comfortability for both people.
Drop the bomb. Drop the bomb on that one. That is so true. I really agree.
Like, how can you have sex with someone and you're not comfortable with them and you don't trust them?
Yeah. And you have no type of like, even if you're like, oh yeah, but like, I know him from a long time and we've been friends for a long time, or I just met him, but he seems so cool, but you don't know him. You don't know her. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know she got a disease. You don't know she carries some stuff. Woo. Y'all better be careful out here, man. Listen, be careful. Be careful who you sleep with. Be careful who you trying to get in a relationship with. You don't know that person. That person don't know you. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know how many people they be sleeping with. Stop it. Leave it alone. That's my take on it. Yes. Man, that's really what affects our people's relationship. Not having connections before they get in relations.
Right.
Yeah. But to answer the other question, man, the other question was how or why, or he said how or why the word love is being used, is losing its meaning. Or like, why is the word love losing its meaning? How is it losing its meaning?
How and why love is losing its meaning today? Yep. Well, like many words today, we use them loosely. Like the word friend, we use the word, friend so loosely. Like you meet a person today and you're
that's my friend.
Yeah, that's my friend.
That's my bestie.
That's cool, but that's not the meaning of the word that you just said.
Right.
So like love is an I listened to this. I listened to the song called "One Love" by Houdini, and when I'm listening to the lyrics, one of the lyrics says, "Love is an atmosphere when both people aren't there." So like, or when one's not there. Excuse me. So let's say you love someone. If that person leaves for whatever reason, they go away, they have a trip, or they decide they don't like you, there still should be love within that relationship.
Drop the bomb.
Drop the bomb.
Drop the bomb, bro. I really agree.
Love shouldn't just disappear. Even if you separate yourself from someone, because I've been separated from people in my life very important to me, and the love was still there.
Yeah.
And that's real love. And also, what do you think about unconditional love?
You know what? I talked to somebody that I'm really close with right now. Not really close, but we're really getting to know each other. I mean, like, and we had a conversation about unconditional love. And the fact that, and it opened my mind, because I always be like, you got to love unconditionally. You always got to be there.
I heard you say that, so that's why I'm asking you this question.
And it's like, you got to love unconditionally. And then we talked, right? And we had a conversation about an issue that we talked about. And she said, the fact that you're loving unconditionally is already a problem. I was like, dang. I was like, why? She said, I was like, why? What do you mean unconditionally? Like, I want to love this person without any conditions. Meaning that, like, there's no boundaries, nothing, it's open space. And she was like, that's an issue. You don't have boundaries. You don't have conditions for your relationship.
Yes.
So you allow things to slide when issues comes. You're not awake. You're not aware of what's going on because you have no boundaries. You have no conditions. And I sat there and I was like, dang, bro. I was like, dang. Like, my relationship really ended because there was no conditions. There was no type of like boundaries set that, oh, you can't do this, right? And it's not because I want to control what you do or what you say, but it's like it needs to be there for both of us. You need to have boundaries for me, I need to have boundaries for you. So I know you can't cross this line because, like, hey, my mans don't like that.
Yeah.
Right? I can't be friends with these people. Right?
Yeah.
I can't say this, I can't talk like that. So it's like, and after she told me that, I was like, dang, man, like, that really opened my eyes to like what love is. Love does not mean that you allow things to happen because you love somebody, right? Because I love you doesn't mean that I'll allow bad things to happen or bad negative things to happen in our relationship because, oh, she loves me. Even though she cussed at me. Yeah. Even though she smacked me, she loves me. Yeah. That's how abusive relationship comes.
Unconditional love.
Unconditional love. Man, comment down below. What is your take on unconditional love? Because that, for me, that really hit me. That really hit me. Yeah. Because it's like, what does unconditional love mean to you guys? Comment down below right now. And if you're listening, if you're just listening right now, answer it out loud. You feel me? Always comment down below or stuff like that. But what does unconditional love mean to you? And why does it mean that way to you? Things like that. But yeah, continue.
And I think even for, okay, I'm going to hit on the parents. Even for parents, they have conditional love. And I think that most parents have unconditional love. Like, in general, most parents will have unconditional love. Whether you make it in this world or you don't, your parents will love you unconditionally, which is awesome. Anybody outside of that, you cannot expect them to love you unconditionally. I feel like there's conditions on all type of love.
It needs to.
It's spoken for itself. If you do this, the love is the love, because love is also connection. It's not going to be here anymore. Commercial break. Yeah. I can just picture the. Anyways,
this is getting good.
This is getting good. Love is also a connection, and so when you put these conditions on your partners that you're around, and you tell them, "Hey, if you do this, I can't connect with you anymore." The love can still be there, but hey, we gotta separate.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's where the conditions come in. That just loving someone conditionally doesn't mean that you would just stop loving them, because again,
right,
love is an environment. Love should always be there,
right, regardless of the issue, regardless of what happens. And it's like I really agree with that, because even if things don't work out, my love for you would never change.
Yeah,
right. We might not be as close or be lovers or have the same intimate relationship we have, but the fact that I can put the issues aside and say, I'm going to love you because you are a good person, because I see better in you, because I know that you have potential to exceed so many things, so I'm going to love you unconditionally. No, I'm going to love you with conditions.
You got to practice that.
I even got to practice that. I know. Because we're taught like, you got to love unconditionally. Yeah. You got to show that, all your emotions are so tight, and like, you got to open up and allow things to flow, all that. Man, don't allow so many things to flow, because you allow so many things to flow and you are sad, depressed, and you're feeling all the emotions because you don't know how to. You had no conditions. You had no boundaries to those type of relations that you were having. But I really agree with that. Breaking up or not having a relationship with your parent, a girlfriend, a friend, a best friend, or whatever, work, school, that doesn't mean that you don't allow yourself to not feel love anymore, because you feel like, oh, everything's done. They're fake. They're weird. I don't really mess with them no more. But in your heart, you really still feel like, I love that person. Yeah. And no matter what happens, no matter who says anything, no matter what the issues that we face, I'm going to still love you. Yeah. And I love you because you're amazing. You're a good person. And, our work didn't go well. School didn't go well. Things didn't go well. I'm going to continue to love you. It should make you feel more happier when you say those things, because don't lie to yourself. I think a lot of people want to lie to themselves after a big issue happens. It's like, oh, I don't really love that person no more. Like, I really moved on, or I moved on from work. That's why I got like a new job, or that's not my best friend anymore. I got me a new best friend. Yeah. But it hurts.
It does.
It hurts. And don't lie to yourself. Like,
it hurts.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I disagree with the statement you said. My love for you will never change. Guys, there's one person in my life, and we've been through thick and thin. Like, we've been through it. My love, I've said this before. I don't regret it, what I said, because I'm learning. Right. But I feel like love changes. The love will always be there, no matter what. But it has changed so many times. It has grown. It has shrunken. Yep. It has gotten stronger.
So what is the difference? Like, what is the difference between? We can talk about this in episode 4, but I'm gonna leave you guys with a question. We're gonna leave you guys in the question. We're gonna head straight to episode 4 right after this. But what is, for everybody watching right now, what is the difference between allowing love to be here in the relationship or in the friendship, and having, or the love changing, right? Meaning that I allow love to be here, like I'm gonna love you and stuff like that, but saying that my love would never change, right? Because that's you just pointed out two different things, right? Saying that, oh, okay, love is always gonna be here, meaning that like, oh, like I got you, like I'm always gonna love you, but my love has changed. Yeah. Right? Because a lot of people's like, oh, my love hasn't changed. I'm still going to love you as what? Friends? More than friends? Right. Right? Because if your love hasn't changed, that means that you're still, your idea of love is not to be with me as my friend, is to be with me in a relationship. That's what you need to fix. Right? So I feel like that's sometimes the issue, because you can be like, oh, love is here in the circle. You all love each other. But what is your type of love? You say you good now, but what is your type of love? Is your love, I got your back? Or is your love, I want to be on your back? I want to break your back. You feel me? Because I can't. my intentions, again, goes back to intention. My intentions for my love can be like, bro, you my homie, you my bro.
Yeah.
I got you. But then you're like, I want to be more than homies.
Yeah.
But I still love you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So that's really where I really wanted to, like, maybe if you can explain that to me a little bit more when we head to episode 4. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification.
Yes.
And we'll be continuing this conversation in episode 4. Yes, we'll be wearing the same clothes and stuff like that.
There's things in my mind that's like that I want to talk about.
Yeah, that's deep.
Not particularly deep. It's just about like relationships and like single parents, kids and parents dynamic, stuff like that.
Okay.
Not having the father in the house. But I don't know if it's time.
Not having a father. That's a hard take.
Yeah. Right. I was talking to someone and they told me, well, a lot of people don't have their fathers. But when you don't have your father, like going into high school, ending middle school, that's such a crucial, like,
it impacts you a lot.
Yeah, every moment in your life is an important time. But that's a heavy hit right there.
Hits you right in the soul, in the heart.
Just like what do you don't
I got no dad.
This is where you're forming. This is where you're really trying to step into who you are. This is where you're finding where you're at, technically. And when you don't.
Here we go. Ready? 1, 2.